Alright, so, yeah, I should have just cut and ducked after they showed Halo Infinite. So, Xbox had its Xbox Games reveal for its Xbox Series X that's coming out later in the year, and oh my god, that showcase had to be the most horrendous thing ever. Like, how can you get excited for a game called The Gunk? Like, seriously, the thing I was tuning in for was that Halo Infinite reveal, and that's mostly what I'm going to talk about. There's some other games they revealed that most of them don't look good. There's a few that look interesting. They're coming out at console launch. Some of them look interesting, but for the most part, these games don't look that good. Halo Infinite was showcased, and for all honesty, they should have just showcased this thing for like a half hour. Yes, Halo Infinite looks like every other Halo game ever made. But, I'll say this, you at least get to play as Master Chief again from what it looks like. Like, from what I remember, we didn't really see any gameplay for Halo 5. Halo 5 was the most disappointing game I've ever played. That game was mismarketed. It set up a conflict between Spartan Locke and Master Chief that was nowhere present in the game. It was the biggest misunderstanding in pop culture since Batman and Superman had a misunderstanding in Batman vs. Superman, which is strange because that came out after Halo 5. So, I mean, thank God Spartan Locke is nowhere to be seen in this gameplay. But my problem with this gameplay, I liked what I saw. I'll say that. It does look like every other Halo game. I'm fine with that. Like, you have a formula, why break it? As long as you still have that good gameplay that everyone is accustomed to liking, that's fine. You can keep it. Expand on it a little bit. Like, for instance, Master Chief now has a grappling hook. That's going to be kind of interesting. You can use that to get from place to place. You can also use it, from what it looks like, to launch onto Covenant enemies and, like, bash them or something, and you can pull yourself closer. I wish you could pull them. It didn't look like you could pull them, but it looked like you could pull yourself closer. So I like that. They also showcased that Halo now has, like, a map, so I don't know if they're going for kind of like an open world experience with Halo. I don't know if that's what they're doing. They definitely showed that you can access a map now, and it said set waypoint, so maybe it's just going to be a way to get from objective to objective easier, because let's just face it, in the Halo games, it takes forever to find your objective. So maybe they're doing that so it's easier to get to your objective, but at the same time, I'm wondering, are they trying to make it a little bit open-ended, kind of give us a little bit open world? I think that would kind of be interesting for Halo, as long as there's interesting stuff to do in that open world. I mean, the gameplay showed us back on a Halo ring, and I love that because it really harkened back to Halo Combat Evolved, the first one, when you're on the Halo ring. I think it's like the second level of that game. So I like that, but if you're going to go open world, I don't think you should go full open world. Maybe do what like Uncharted and The Last of Us or like the new Tomb Raider games do. Kind of make it like various different paths you can go down while telling a linear story and having linear gameplay, like one set path. I mean, you can definitely explore the entire Halo ring like you did in all the other games. Like, it'll just take you forever to get to your objectives, but I mean, there's no like side quests or anything, you know, there. So I wonder if that's how they're gonna do that, or if they're actually gonna have side stuff you can do. So that's gonna be interesting. That's a topic I really want to get more into with people who really like Halo. Like, I have some friends on Facebook who think this looks like a great game. I think it will be a good game. I think it will be a step up from Halo 5. From what I've seen with the showcase, this definitely looks like a step up from Halo 5. It's just, we did not see enough. 5 minutes of gameplay. I think that's all they showed, was like 5 to 6 minutes of gameplay. It showed Master Chief going to one objective. We learned about these new enemies called the Banished, which apparently were in Halo Wars 2. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic, but I feel like they could have went beyond that. They showed us a couple of skirmishes and combat, like the kind of Halo battles we are accustomed to, and then it was just, oh, nope, now we're at the objective. Okay, can't show anymore. You should have shown a little bit more. I think that's what Sony did a lot better than Microsoft. in their showcase. I mean, that's really it. Those are really my thoughts on the Halo Infinite showcase, the gameplay reveal, and the trailer. I mean, the graphics look amazing, the gameplay looks smooth, it really harkens back to Halo Combat Evolved, the first Halo game. I like the idea of having a map that could potentially set up like a somewhat open world experience for a Halo game, something they haven't done before, and Master Chief has a grappling hook now. So that's interesting. Some expansions to gameplay like that, they showed us too little, and then they followed that up with so many shitty other games that look like complete trash that I don't even know if I want a Series X right now. I'm gravitating more towards PS5. Because if I can get Halo Infinite on Xbox One, why the hell not? Might as well. I want a Series X. I need to see better games. If Halo Infinite is all they have to offer, it's not worth it right at launch. But I did like what I saw from Halo Infinite. I just wish that they had shown more. I think Sony did a better job at showcasing their games more. They showed more of their games and their exclusives. Not even the console launch games for Xbox really swayed me, but that's just me. I didn't really think I was going to talk about that showcase all that much because it was trash. I wanted to get my thoughts out on Halo. I'm a Halo fan. I've been with Halo since day one, since I got my first Xbox, played them all. Was very disappointed with Halo 5. Don't even remember that game, honestly. I just remember you played as Spartan Locke for most of the game and Master Chief for like 3 levels. That was it. And the marketing was misleading. So I hope that that's not what they're doing with Halo Infinite. And it doesn't look like that's what they're doing. It looks promising in that sense. And I just like the feel of going back to this Combat Evolved type of visuals, you know, even with the box art, you know. So that's all I got for the Halo Infinite reveal. What did you guys think? Drop me some feedback in the comment section below. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.